And now, let me present to you one of the most hard-working General Secretary in the People's National Party, next Member of Parliament, Dr. Dayton Gamble. We also have with us a comrade who brighter than all of them over the next side. Former party leader, Dr. Peter Phillips.
For the foundation of the music, who all the godfathers and set it. You know, you have some little people who don't respect. As a matter of fact, them so hard on me for the elders, but you see the elders then? You see the elders then? Tell them, say, watch it. When I know so the people don't you blow the soda with a powder. When I don't respect the elder entertainer. When I know so the people don't you blow the soda with a powder. All of the foundation said respect for some little entertainer. What is the matter with them? Them do a one song which is better for top.
Some sharp square who no still there, yeah. At this time, for the official welcome, let me invite to the platform, the podium, Comrade Janice Allen, the next Member of Parliament for St. James Central.
Janice Allen is a girl and she's on fire.
Ready.
She giving a better community for you and your family. She's living in a world and she's on fire. Harder than a fantasy. St. James Central lead. Oh. Better urban development, revitalization. Better community and recreation. This beggars
Comrades, good night, Montego Bay. Good night, St. James Central. Night, my comrades. What a joy, what a privilege, what an honor to give the official welcome to this Central St. James right here in historic Sam Sharp Square. This Sam Sharp Square is the center of our struggle. It is the center of our story. And tonight, it is the center of the victory that is about to come. Comrades, tonight I want to welcome every stalwart, every comrade, every supporter, every undecided voter who came here this evening to listen to the message of hope and change. Because make no mistake, comrades, make no mistake, time come for a better life.
I want to know, I'm on the front right now. I said we're winning right now. If we get that trouble into what we're living right now, cause I'm winning right now, yeah.
My brothers and sisters, Montego Bay is a proud city. A city that stood tall and at one time was referred to as the Republic of Montego Bay. Known for its independence, known for its bold voice and its determination of its own path. But for too long now, and especially over the last 9 years, that voice has been muted. The middle class here in Montego Bay, the middle class that once anchored the city now feels alienated. The business class feels ignored. Our middle-income communities have been swallowed up by endless strips of our commercial spaces. And in fact, many of our working communities have been left derelict, neglected, and forgotten. I refuse to accept that such a city as Montego Bay should remain like this. I believe that Montego Bay deserves better. My mission is to be your servant and advocate, is to restore that strong, independent voice that Montego Bay once had. When I become your member of parliament, I will ensure that we build affordable housing for all income levels, that we include dwelling spaces for every category of professionals in this constituency, because Montego Bay must facilitate everyone. I have a plan for the youth as well. I have a plan to ensure that we provide hands-on job-ready training, create the opportunities that will facilitate growth for our small businesses and entrepreneurs. And we will work to integrate the street vendors into the formal economy so that you can live in dignity and be treated fairly. When I become your member of parliament, I will prioritize infrastructure and ensure that you get water. I will ensure that you have proper roads. And in fact, I will ensure that from day one we implement our water distribution program. Comrades, we must revitalize our city. And I'll tell you this tonight, it is not just talk. This is what I have, and I am ready to deliver for Montego Bay. And I say it to you, and I say it again, your Bay girl will deliver. Montego Bay is at a crossroads. We cannot continue on this path of neglect. And you have a choice. You have a choice of either remaining where you are or becoming part of the process where we resuscitate. But comrades, I ask you to cross over with me. Cross over with me, comrades.
Jamaica, you ready? Raise the fist and shout out power. Raise the voice and say it louder. Rock your body till Jamaica.
Comrades, I put myself forward not just as a politician. I put myself forward to you as a daughter of the city, a Bay girl, someone who is from you, who is with you and will always be with you. But my friends, I cannot do this alone. We cannot do this alone because this is bigger than all of us as individuals. These plans require us to work collectively and independently, and I'm willing and ready to play my part. I want to know if you are ready, Montego Bay. Are you ready for the victory, Montego Bay? We are marching on to victory, the party of Norman Manley, the party of Michael Manley, the party of PJ Pattison, of Portia Lucretia Simpson Miller, the party of Peter David Phillips. Tonight, my comrades, we are marching on to victory. So as I close Western Jamaica, and especially you, Central St. James, I want to welcome you. I want to welcome you. I say to you, comrades, on election day, on September 3, go out early, Go out early and put your ex beside the head. Comrades, are you ready? Comrades, are you ready? Are you ready to march on to victory? Because this big girl is ready. Comrades, let us rise again in Montego Bay. Let us reclaim and bring it home, because this is the time we shall rise to the occasion. Welcome.
Power! Power! Janice Allen! Central! People! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. No, my comrades. Thank you. Thank you so much. My comrades. I have for you, coming up next is a doctor, not a PhD, a real doctor. Someone who knows what it is like to treat cancer. Someone who knows firsthand what it is like to treat epilepsy, flu, and fever. We have for you the man who's going to revolutionize the health ministry. And he looks so good doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Alfred Dawes.
Comrade Chairman, distinguished comrades on the platform, comrades here, online, on TV, good evening. I came here to talk to you about health tonight. But in everything, we have to understand where we are going to know why it is so important that we all come out on Wednesday. And many people, they are undecided because they said both of the parties look the same and politicians' teeth. But where we may disagree on who we support more, one thing we can agree on, them man in a government, two thieves. We have a Cornwall Regional Hospital that moved from 2 billion to fix to 22 billion because them two thieves. We have people waiting in chairs for days because them two thieves. We have an overcrowded Victoria Jubilee Hospital where 24 babies are dying in 25 days and they can't fix it because them two thieves. But we all have to fix it. But I'm going to start by addressing the healthcare workers, because nobody knows the conditions under which we labor like we healthcare workers. Nobody knows the sleepless nights, the pain of losing a patient when the system fails them, and the hopelessness we feel when it happens again and again and again. We know that the healthcare sector, it can be fixed and it will be fixed, and we have the power for change. We just never really had one of us healthcare workers in the room, and I'm asking you for a little bit of faith in me that I will represent you. You, the healthcare workers, you deserve better working conditions. You deserve better remuneration and benefits. And Jamaica deserves better healthcare, and you have the power to fix it on Wednesday, September 3. And to the uncommitted, let me ask you, the voter, who you don't feel like voting Wednesday morning. Suppose you wake up Thursday morning and you hear another baby dead. You hear that there's an accident and it is your relative that don't have an ambulance, don't have a CT scan in the hospital, don't have blood for blood transfusion. How will you feel that you never made the choice for change? Let me remind you, you are not voting for a health minister. You are voting for a prime minister who chooses or ignores health as a priority. And you can choose to vote for a prime minister who, when he was in opposition, heard the cries of babies that were dead. And when under his watch more babies are dying, he suddenly got deaf. Or you can vote for Mark Jefferson Golden. A man who has the blood running in his veins of Sir John Golden, who was knighted by the Queen for his service in health to Jamaican people, and who has the passion to demand of his cabinet, his government, that we fix healthcare once and for all. We have, for a moment, a brief moment in history, a prime minister like that, who has asked me and my team to join him. And I am asking you to join us in fixing healthcare in Jamaica for one and for all. Sam Shop Square. Jamaica, go out and make this a reality. Thank you, everybody.
Well, Southeast and catch it. Yo, dogs. You know we stay as one, you know. One side to the landslide, you know. One. Call it brave, you don't call it luck. From a corruption, we attack it up. Dogs attack it up. No family has suffer cause pocket it broke. Paper chase, but we out of luck. Dogs are who hope, so we vote it up. Riches are flow, so vote it up. That's what you want to say again. Vote it up. Note, we are lucky Southeast for the youths.
How's that for a doctor? We have a real doctor on the job when we get back to government. Now, ladies and gentlemen, comrades, friends, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce our next speaker. He's a vice president of the People's National Party, and he will represent us in Western Westmoreland. how much a patty cost versus how much 53 cost. Ladies and gentlemen,
Comrade Chairman. Comrade Chairman. Former party leader Dr. Phillips. General Secretary. Candidates. Warriors of the People's National Party. Good night to each and every one of you. So, last week in Sam Sharp Square, the mayor of St. James said, under the PNP in 2016, you could, if you buy patty, where the minimum wage is, you could get 30. But under the JLP now, in 2025, you would get 53 patty. That's what I'm saying. But because this party government is coming to an end this Wednesday, I bring 53 party for him. I bring 53 party for him. Because come this Wednesday, this government comes to an end. So, I go and say to the mayor of Montego Bay, and I go and say to every labourite, I go and start with him, name him 53 party, come this Wednesday morning. Comrades, for the past couple of weeks I've been going across the country and I've been speaking about the high cost of living that each and every Jamaican face. I've been speaking about it. But I'm not a lawyer. But after you go to court, you have a thing where they call them closing argument. So I'm going to give you the closing argument tonight and also take you down memory lane. In 2016, a hard-work bread cost $288.50. In 2025, when they're asking you for a third term, a loaf of bread costs $700 under the Labour Party. Comrades, socialists are no fool. Flour, 2 pounds of flour in 2016 cost $109. Under prosperity in 2025, 2 pounds of flour is $315. They do not deserve a third term. Comrade General Secretary, rice in 2016, of the start of this vanishing prosperity, 2 pounds of rice cost $290. In 2025, under the labor rights, 2 pounds of rice costs $435. They said everything is sweet. So I'm going to come to sugar? No. In 2016, 2 pounds of sugar cost $180. 2 pounds of sugar in 2025 under Labour costs $500. In 2016, when prosperity started, 1 dozen egg was for $350. 1 dozen egg now is for $900 under the Jamaica Labour Party government. Corned beef, aka bully beef. In 2016, corned beef was $270. In 2025, this same corned beef here is $650 under the Labour Party government. Where you say more money? More money, more money. Nothing laying labor no good. Comrades, 3 tin a tin mackerel, aka flash out. In 2016, 3 tin mackerel was for $210. In 2025 under Labour, 3 tin a flash out, it's for $505. Saltfish. Nothing is sweeter than saltfish. In 2016, half a pound of saltfish was for $1,100. Under the prosperity where you can't see, you can't feel, you can't touch, saltfish is now $1,950. Cooking oil. You can't cook without cooking oil. In 2016, cooking oil was for $300. In 2025 under Labour, cooking oil is for $810. Comrades, one chicken in 2016, one chicken in 2016 was for $800. Under Labour in 2025, this same chicken now costs $2,345.
Friends, welcome the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golding.
Some sharp square, make welcome the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golding. Are we not hear what the labor rights say or what they say we are? We need to fight the labor rights and to say
waiting no more. We are stepping out of darkness into the light and I kick out corruption door. Everybody now. We are marching on to progress. Time comes so we alarm. And we don't care what the labor rights say or what they say we are. And we need to fight the labor rights and to set Jamaica free. We are blood and fire, comrade, and we're marching to victory. Blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus, the 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 blood of Jesus. We are marching on to progress. I am marching on to progress. As we are marching on to progress. Time comes for we alarm. And we don't care what the labor rights say or what they say we are. And we need to fight the labor rights and to set Jamaica free. We are blood and fire, comrade, and we're marching to victory. We are blood and fire, comrade, and we're marching to victory. We are blood and fire, comrade, and we're marching to
Some sharp square.
Blood and fire, comrades. The next Prime Minister of Jamaica and Mrs. Golding.
When I say Marky G, you say power. Marky G. Marky G. Marky G.
Now, comrades, we're gonna have Vice President Hayles back to the microphone because I know you've been taking a tab and you know that the cost of living is too high. But I want to tell you that joining us online are millions of Jamaicans at home and abroad, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, but also joining us as of this moment is the national audience by way of TVJ. Say hello, TVJ. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Hayles.
Comrade, so we were on the cost of living explanation and tell you what's going on. They talk about the birth rate is low in Jamaica. But I want to come to Enfamil. Baby feed. In 2016, baby feed was for $1,500. In 2025, it's for $3,682. Comrades, the General Secretary said to me, to keep the basket to $10,000, not go over $10,000. But everything in the basket is $12,782. So if I go to the cashier I would have to put back $2,782. And look, me not buy no Alaska, me not buy no syrup, me not buy no oats, me not buy condensed milk, me not buy toothpaste, me not buy toilet paper, me not buy turkey neck, me not buy chicken back, I don't buy mixed parts, and for sure, me not buy oxtail. Comrades, I want to say one more thing to you. Men and women normally don't agree on a lot of things. But I'm going to tell the women of Jamaica why they can't vote for the Labour Party. I'm going to tell them right now. In 2016, synthetic hair. In 2016, synthetic hair. Take out the hair sham. Because the ladies them said they want me to speak about the hair. And if you bite, it is your hair. If you bite, it is your hair. So in 2016, synthetic hair was for 8,000. Under this uncaring and wicked government, 24-inch synthetic hair is for now $24,000. And if you want to buy the human hair, because it feels a little bit better. In 2016, 24 inches, 2 packs, 1 pack of human hair cost $15,000. In 2025, it now costs $60,000 under the Jamaica Labour Party government. Now, comrades, you know, throughout the entire campaign, I was asking myself, why they try to tell me to choose the place of my birth. Them said, choose the place of my birth, even though it's on my birth certificate. This is the land of my birth. And I was so anointed to be disappointed when Andrew said, being born here does not make me Jamaican. How dare Andrew to say that to the people of Jamaica?
This is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica.
Comrades, I will close tonight. I will close tonight and say to each and every one of you, this is your election come Wednesday. Mark Golden will be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. But Mark Golden will be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica because you have chosen him to be your vessel. Victory, 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 victory for the People's National Party come Wednesday, September 3. God bless you and I thank you.
Wait the man, warm to the flag them, Sam Sharp Square. Warm to the flag them. PNP time. PNP time. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, DJ.
moving right along. We're doing good with the time. The next speaker is a man who will take charge of St. James West Central. Okay, we will take him in a few. We're moving right along. And you know the People's National Party is for the people. So at this time, you're gonna hear from the former party leader, Dr. Peter.
Comrade Chairman, Party Leader and ex-Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golden, officers of the party, candidates of the People's National Party, and to all the comrades, all the supporters, all the friends of the People's National Party, one love. Comrades, all my life I've been working for the People's National Party to build a better Jamaica. And I could not see this campaign come and don't show my face in this campaign for victory for the People's National Party. I would not miss this meeting for anything, because I tell you, there is nothing that builds the spirit more, that give you more inspiration, that give you more hope than to see hundreds of thousands of people come out marching together to build a better country and a better future for themselves and their families. But more than that, comrades, I am here tonight as the living embodiment of the fact that the People's National Party today is united together and strong and marching forward for progress.
You have been tired, missing your face. Can't get me out of the race.
Time come for the Jamaican people to step up to a better life. I am here tonight because I know that the People's National Party will protect the foundations of our economy and ensure that it is an economy that works for all and not just for a few. I don't know who watched the debate the other night. The first one, PNP win. The second one, we win even bigger. And Marky G take the fellow outside and beat and teach. But on the night when them talk about the economy, I hear two ministers assault the truth in the most wicked way that the good Lord hate. And them can't get away with it. One of them say that the PNP last administration bring a wrecking ball to the Jamaican economy. The only wrecking ball that was around was in our brain that night. Make I tell you about the facts, because it is just not true what you say. The economic stability that now exists in Jamaica was established by the People's National Party during the administration led by Comrade. And we do it in the PNP. It was established after the previous administration led by Bruce Golding, the Green Golding, mash up and wreck the economy of Jamaica. They entered an IMF program in 2010 and could not pass it, could not cross it. The IMF stopped lending to them after them failed to take the test. The World Bank stopped lending to them. The Inter-American Bank stopped lending to them. The European Union stopped lending to them. We could not get $1 anywhere. And the Prime Minister now of Jamaica knows it, because when Bruce Golding carried him to Washington to meet with the IMF, him came back to Mandeville and promised bitter medicine. He knew that there was a crisis then. We had to come back and fix the economy. It was a difficult program. All Jamaica sacrificed. Public sector workers sacrifice, pensioners sacrifice, the bankers sacrifice, and the people of Jamaica sacrifice. But you know why they sacrifice? Because they had confidence in the leadership of the People's National Party. They had confidence in the integrity of Comrade Portia Simpson Miller. They had confidence that we were a government of transparency. That's why we established EPOC and opened the books of the government to the people of Jamaica. Anybody could see all the facts about our economy. And I tell you, in short time that we are there, we in the People's National Party administration passed every single IMF test that was put there. A single one. And we met all the structural benchmarks, including some big legislation that strengthened the fiscal responsibility framework. And a lot of that is due to Mark Golding, who worked day and night, through the night, to make this happen. So make a tell her and tell the two ministers some facts. In 2010, inflation was 12%. In 2016, annual inflation was down to 3.7%. The NIR, which was less our reserves, the amount of foreign currency that you have, was less than 700 million in 2012, 2013, was 2.7 billion US dollars by the time we reached 2016. In 2016, the Jamaican economy grew 2%. In the entire 10 years of the Hayles administration, they have not seen 2% growth in the Jamaican economy. We left them an economy that was growing at 2%. And in that same year, 2015, Bloomberg News in North America ranked the Jamaica Stock Exchange as the #1 stock exchange in the world. So when the current Minister of Finance come and say that the PNP delivered wage freeze on the public sector workers, I have to ask myself the question. She don't know the economic history of the country. It is because they mashed it up. The IMF required as a precondition of an IMF program that we get the workers, the public sector workers, to sign up to 4 years of wage freeze, or we couldn't get a program. It wasn't the will of the PNP government. It was because the IMF said the economy couldn't be fixed of the damage that the laborites had done unless we were able to get the public sector workers to sign up. And all of them did because they trusted the government of the People's National Party. The Minister of Finance should do better than that. If she don't know her history, I want to ask Damien, registering in your little school and get her some extra lesson out there. I am here tonight because I have every confidence that PNP, led by Mark Golden, will make growth a priority once again for the Jamaican economy so that we can step up in life as a country. I am here tonight because the 3.5 million tax threshold that the PNP is going to put in place will help ordinary Jamaicans benefit more from the economy of this country so that it don't just benefit a few people. I am here tonight because the PNP is committed to a massive land titling program which will give our people a chance to get their little piece of this rock and build their dreams under Master God's Son and build a land of greater equality in this country. I am here tonight because the next PNP government is committed to transforming the educational system and ensure that every child will be able to read and write and count by the time they leave primary school. I am here tonight because I know that Mark Golden will lead an administration of honesty, integrity, that will have no teeth in it and will be committed to good governance. I am here tonight. Indeed, we are all here tonight together because we are determined to march to progress and build a better Jamaica of our hopes and our dreams. I am here tonight because I am a blood and fire comrade. And remember, on that day, come Wednesday, put your ex beside the head. One love, one heart, comrades.
I can't stand this no longer. The wicked get stronger. I can't stand this no longer. Cause the battle is getting hotter. But them have to get a the wicked have to get a they must get a
Some Sharp Square, are you ready? They said them a get a beating from the first debate to the second debate to Marky G victory. Them getting a beating. And when them watch what go on tonight at Sam Sharp Square, and one more thing left to happen.
AI. Okay, get that stuff. Sang diggy diggy ding da dang da dang. Mama diggy diggy ding ba dang ba dang. Daga daga diggy diggy ding da dang da dang. Ba dang ba dang. Mama diggy diggy. Mama diggy diggy. Dem get da da da. Dem get da da da. Dem get da da da. Boy, you diggy. Dem get da da da. Dem get da da da. Dem get da da da. One ya two. Hold on.
Listen, man. Listen me. September 3rd. I someone want the line them full up. I someone want the line them full up. From 6:50, we in at the line and wait for the polling station up there. And everyone dropping at the box supposed to be PNP, PNP, PNP. One by one, we are full up the box. One by one. One by one. Okay. Okay. Our next speaker is my namesake. The next speaker is my namesake. Someone would have mentored me. Me never just brought up so. Someone would have given me advice as a young politician. And I brought it through to victory for the People's National Party in the Alligator Pond Division. The next speaker will be the finance minister of this country after September 3rd. Comrades of Sam Sharp Square, make welcome Comrade Julian Robinson.
To the faithful, to the committed comrades of the People's National Party, time come for a better life. To our party leader and Prime Minister in waiting, Comrade Mark Golding. To our former party leader and the man who I regard as the architect of the stability in the Jamaican economy, Comrade Peter Phillips. Comrade leaders, comrade officers, comrade workers, the word is love. Comrades, I just want to explain to you how we plan to grow this economy to make life better for you and your families. And we are committed to returning the sacrifice that you have endured over the years so that you can get a benefit, so that we can ease the pressure of the cost of living, so that we can put more money back into your pockets, so that you can support yourselves and your families. So the first way we are going to ensure growth in this economy is for once and for all tackling the inequities in our education system. One of the greatest impediments to growth is that we cannot find enough Jamaicans to fill the jobs that are there. Why? Because there are too many students who leave primary school and them can't read and write. So our commitment is to make the investments in basic and primary education so that every single child who leaves school can read, can write, and can do some arithmetic.
And because we recognize the impediments, we are implementing the EASE program to ease the pressure on you, to ensure that every child in need gets at least one hot meal per day. That is why we are implementing the RIDE program to provide a subsidy of $2,500 per week, particularly for those of you in the rural areas, so that your children can go to school and you don't have to decide which day you're going to keep which child at home because you can't afford it. We are implementing the First in Family so that we can break intergenerational poverty and ensure that if you do your CXC, you do your CAPE, and you qualify for go university, the People's National Party will cover you. And if you are there already, we will cover you even more. And if you had to take student loan to finance your education, we are going to ensure that we tie your repayment to your income, your salary, so that you are not delinquent and it don't affect your ability to own a house or to own a car. So we're going to deal with education. We are going to bring down the cost of energy. When we left it in 2016, it was 23 cents per kilowatt hour. It now gone to over 40 cents. We are among the highest in the Caribbean. We are going to bring it down by investing more in renewable energy, bringing more sun, wind onto the grid. This government has failed the energy sector. It took them 8 years to issue a request for a proposal. Why? Because 4 ministers later, and the corruption at that ministry has destroyed our ability to manage energy properly. We recognize there are sectors that provide the platform for growth. We call them our emerging economies, our cultural and creative industries. We're going to establish a fund of $1 billion so that we can give monies and support to our artists, to our potters, to the singers, to those who use the technology to earn a living. We are going to support them because if you ask, who are the Jamaicans that put Jamaica on the map? There are entertainers, there are sports people. We're going to put support behind them. We are going to run an efficient government. We're going to cut out waste and corruption. So you can't have a hospital up the road when them start at $1.5 billion and it reached $25 billion and all now you can't get a hospital $20 billion later. We're going to run an efficient government where we cut out the waste. And we can't make a drill that's supposed to cost $3 million reach $31 million, because that means when you go to the hospital and you need to do the MRI or the CT scan, you have to find $50,000 for go to a private place and do that. We are going to run an efficient government. And so we're not going to concentrate every ministry, agency and department up at OPM. OPM is the Office of Plenty Ministries, which has become a bottleneck. We take forever for any project to go through. Your leader, Comrade Marky G, going to be the man who going to stay there and make sure and remove every obstacle to growth. And we are going to run a government of integrity. We're going to run a government where your tax dollars are spent for your benefit and people not there and look for fat in their own pockets. So comrades, we will return to the Jamaican people, to the working people, to our nurses, to our policemen, to the security guards, the persons who have sacrificed over the last 10 to 15 years. We are going to give you a break. And that is why we are committed to implementing and lifting the tax threshold to $3.5 million. And that applies for people who earn up to 3.5 and even those above. That is why we are committed to removing tax on overtime pay so that we can put more money in your pocket so we can ease the cost of living pressure. So comrades, we have 3 days. We have just over 72 hours. When you leave here, go back to your districts, go back to your towns, go back to your lanes, and make sure you identify every single voter who is PNP. Some are undecided and want to come and join us. This election is the most consequential election in the history of this country. So I say to you, when you go into the polling booth, I want you to think carefully. I want you to use your head, and I want you to put the X beside the head to ensure victory for the People's National Party. One love, one heart.
Thank you. Thank you. I know you saw the debate. And when they put it to us to say we should have 3 persons debate in the finance and economics debate, we said we will send Julian alone to beat up the 3 of them. And he did just that. Ladies and gentlemen, Julian Robinson. And Andy Williams, both from Grenada, the National Democratic Congress. Yeah, man, we live good with people. I went to Grenada to work with them, with Tevin for 2 elections, and them come return the favor. We live good with people. Ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome the man who knows maths, English, knows how to subtract. Him gonna turn up the things. Our doctor in waiting, Damian Crawford.
Summer eye bumpers.